So we got about 8.5 inches of rain the last 7 days. About 15 days ago, Weston planted corn, and we got the biocharge on the seed, so we're gonna go out and take a look and see how we fared through all this rain.
All right, let's do it.
So far it looks better than I expected, so we're gonna walk through this cornfield a little bit, and it looks like we have a pretty decent stand, but there is some plants missing, so we're gonna do some digging and see if they're still alive and still coming.
This one here.
You know, we shoot for even emergence, having all of our corn plants come up within 12 to 24 hours of each other, but when you have this kind of rainfall, you just hope and pray that any of it comes up.
We've got a little skip right here, but he's here and he's had water laying on him and he's alive. So we're gonna pull him out and just see how healthy he is. Oh, look at his roots. And this is what we're seeing a lot with the biocharge, is they're staying alive and they're still trying even in a saturated environment. He was underwater for several days, but he's gonna make it. He's alive, his roots are alive.
Yep.
There's still a little bit of seed coating here on the seed.
Having the right biology on the seed and enzymes really help with the abiotic stress like we've had through all this rainfall.
I mean, this is extreme conditions.
Yeah, I mean, look at this soil.
The soil's just saturated.
I mean, you could squeeze water out of that.
Well, it's impressive, first off, that we're getting plants that we've got. And then where you're looking at your skips where you think you don't have a stand, it's still coming.
And it's still coming, they're still in there. We can see them just looking across the rows. We may have the rest of them emerge within the next 24 hours, which I know that's an uneven stand, but these are terrible conditions that we're in. And so this corn actually had water laying on the row here.
You can tell where it ran.
Where it ran down the row and stayed on it for several days. So,
treating your seed with biocharge, what's different about using biocharge versus the industry standard seed treatment with fungicide and insecticide is we're able to put the proper biology on your seed for that crop to protect it below the ground before it ever comes up. And so we like to say your harvest starts with your seed. It's important to have that biology there to protect it from below and above insects and different diseases that harbor in our soils, and also give it a quicker emergence, a better root system, and just a stronger, healthier, vigorous plant. So let's dig one that looks like probably came up when it was supposed to. So you can see some of his root system poking through right here. I mean, that's a phenomenal root system just on a little seedling. Well, with 8.5 inches of rain in the last week, with this corn trying to emerge, I feel like, you know, what should be a disaster is looking fairly optimistic. Just getting that seed biologically charged with below ground protection and more vigor, and I think that being that it's charged with it, it's not running out of juice yet, and that's the reason we're seeing it still come up.